Hey everyone, welcome back to Mindful English. I'm Sarah, and I'm sitting here with Liam.
Hey everyone, good to be here.
Liam, have you ever been on YouTube at like 2 a.m. scrolling through productivity videos?
Oh, absolutely. That's when the algorithm really gets you.
Right? And you always see those thumbnails, someone staring intensely into the camera, and the title is always something like, How to Fix Your Life or Become Unstoppable. It is incredibly motivating, but also incredibly intimidating.
It really is, because the premise of fixing your life implies that you are fundamentally broken. And here's what we're doing today. We're redefining what unstoppable actually means. Because it's not about being a machine that never gets tired. By the end, you'll know phrases like bounce back, get back on track, double down, and stay the course, the real language of resilience. More importantly, you'll understand that being unstoppable isn't about never failing. It's about refusing to quit.
Because the premise of fixing your life implies that you are fundamentally broken. And that's exhausting before you even start.
Let's talk about what unstoppable actually looks like. And it's not what the internet tells you.
So today, we want to balance empathy with a little bit of candor. We want to validate that desire for change, but we also want to ground it in reality. Because if you try to be a bulldozer, you are going to burn out.
Burn out. That is the inevitable result of trying to be a machine. You use up all your physical and mental fuel, and your engine just completely shuts down.
So, let's redefine what it actually means to be unstoppable. Because true unstoppability doesn't look like a bulldozer. It looks like water.
Water. I like that. Water doesn't smash through a rock. It just flows around it. Or it drips on it consistently for 1,000 years until the rock cracks.
Exactly. Unstoppable isn't about never failing or never being stopped. It is simply the ability to bounce back. Like a spring. You get compressed by life, you get pushed down, but then you expand again.
Bounce back. That is the core of resilience. The people who actually change their lives aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who fail on Tuesday, forgive themselves on Wednesday, and get back to work on Thursday.
They get back on track. That is such a crucial phrase. Because when we try to fix our lives, we usually expect a straight line of progress. And the moment we eat a donut on our diet or skip a day of studying English, we think, well, the streak is broken. I failed.
The all or nothing mindset. It destroys so much potential. If you have a flat tire on your car, you don't get out and slash the other 3 tires. You just fix the flat and press on.
So, how do we actually build this resilient, unstoppable mindset without the toxic pressure?
I think the first step is you have to stop relying on motivation. Motivation is an emotion. It comes and goes like the weather. If you only work on your goals when it's sunny, you will never build a house.
You have to rely on systems, not feelings.
Exactly. You build a system that is so easy, you can do it even on your worst days. That is what makes you unstoppable. It's the concept of the minimum viable effort.
The minimum viable effort. So instead of saying, I will work out for an hour every day, your baseline system is, I will put on my running shoes and walk outside for 5 minutes.
Right. Because on the days you feel terrible, you can still do 5 minutes. You are still casting a vote for your new identity. You are proving to yourself that you show up.
Show up. It means to be present and fulfill your commitment, even when it's hard. I was exhausted, but I still showed up. That builds deep, quiet confidence.
And when you do have those days where you feel great, the days where the motivation is there, that is when you double down.
Double down. To increase your effort or commitment to a strategy, especially when it's working. If you are having a great study session, you double down and study for an extra hour.
But you don't expect every day to be a double down day. You just have to stay the course.
Stay the course. Keep moving in the same direction, despite the storms or the boredom. And boredom is a huge factor here, Liam. Fixing your life is mostly just doing boring things repeatedly.
It really is. The secret to success is usually incredibly boring. It's drinking water. It's going to bed at 10 p.m. It's reviewing flashcards. People want a secret pill, but the reality is just consistency.
So, to the person listening right now who feels overwhelmed, who feels like their life is a mess and they need to fix it, what is our advice?
Stop trying to fix the whole house. Just clean one room. Pick one small habit. And when you inevitably mess it up, do not panic. Just take a breath, forgive yourself, and bounce back.
You aren't broken. You are just learning. And if you refuse to quit, by definition, you are unstoppable.
I love that. It takes the aggression out of the word. Unstoppable is just refusing to quit.
Think about it. The water doesn't quit. It doesn't wake up on Monday and say, "I'm too tired to flow today." It just keeps moving. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but always moving.
And that's the difference between the toxic internet version of unstoppable and the real version. The internet version says you need to wake up at 4 a.m. and be perfect. The real version says you just need to show up, even if it's messy.
Even if you only have 5 minutes. Even if you failed yesterday. You just get back on track and keep going.
That is sustainable. That is the version of unstoppable that you can actually live with for the rest of your life.
Let's look at the resilience phrases we used today. Liam, which one stood out to you?
The first one is the absolute antidote to failure. Bounce back.
She had a terrible interview, but she bounced back quickly and applied for 3 more jobs. It means to recover quickly from a setback. It's the ultimate sign of mental toughness.
The next one is for when you lose your momentum. Get back on track.
I ate terribly this weekend, but I'm going to get back on track on Monday. It means to return to the correct path or routine after a mistake or a distraction. It implies forgiveness. You aren't starting over. You are just getting back on the path.
Then we have a phrase for when you have good energy and want to maximize it. Double down.
The marketing campaign was working, so they decided to double down and spend more money on it. It means to strengthen your commitment to something that is already in motion.
And finally, the phrase for enduring the boring, difficult parts of the journey. Stay the course.
It took 3 years to see a profit, but we stayed the course. It means to persevere with a plan or strategy even when it's tough or unexciting.
So we have bounce back, get back on track, double down, and stay the course.
And if you want more expressions for talking about resilience, perseverance, and sustainable growth, check the pinned comment below.
Which one of these phrases describes what you need to do today? Do you need to bounce back from a bad day yesterday? Or do you just need the patience to stay the course?
Think about it. And then tell us in the comments, what is one small way you are going to stay the course this week?
Maybe it's showing up for 5 minutes of English practice. Maybe it's getting back on track with a habit you dropped last month.
We genuinely want to know. And if this episode helped you see that being unstoppable doesn't mean being perfect, if it gave you permission to fail on Tuesday and bounce back on Wednesday, share it with someone who needs to hear it.
Because the pressure to fix your life is everywhere. But the truth is, you don't have to be a superhero. You just have to be the person who tries again tomorrow.
You aren't broken. You're just learning. And if you refuse to quit, you're already unstoppable.
Pick one phrase from today. Write it on a sticky note. Put it on your computer. Let it anchor you.
Thank you for being here with us today. Take care of yourselves. You've got this.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.